Hey. I dag står den på hygge, snak og kraft. Ja. Jeg skal bare have lavet nogle papirrør. Some paper tubes out of some old newspapers, and actually I had a lot of computer error. You know, when your software is so I don't know, update themselves, or just, before you know it, you got an entire new system on your computer before you even say boo. And that has happened to me. So I had to sort of rearrange the entire system on my computer, and it has actually taken me a couple of weeks to figure out how to get everything back. And that means reinstall Facebook, YouTube, train station, anything, email. And it wasn't easy because, as you all know, the older you get, you're more slow. I can say your brain is. So what happened was I sort of, because you have everything open for a long time, I forgot to write down my passwords. And sometimes I can assure you get so many passwords that, my biggest problem was, I could remember a lot of passwords, but I had a little difficulty to remember which password actually belonged to Facebook, for example. I couldn't remember. Then there was my Google account. And after I sort of tried, a couple of times to, when I later found out, use my Facebook password on YouTube. So, and then I simply said, you know what, ship it, because easiest to do is, sorry, I forgot my password. I am going to simply renew all my passwords. And of course, not for the same. And this time I have, of course, noted them down and hide them in a safe place. And you know what? I will bet on my crafting brain that when the day comes I need them again, I probably will have forgotten where I sort of placed my that security hidden spot where I placed that book where I wrote down because all my passwords, my phone numbers, and stuff like that. Things has also been crazy by, a lot of things we know going around. And that means, the days go slowly and one day takes the other day. And friendships has sort of disappeared. And, relationships has been put on a very bad test. Um, and I think it's very sad that a lot of people have, it's like when we meet again, it's like meeting a stranger. And that is very sad. It has caused difficulty to meet with each other because you're suspicious, you are made suspicious to friends. You don't dare go too close to them. What if they're sick? What if I mean, these times that we are now are, I want to say, we have lost the way to live, be kind to friendships. Um, I have been thinking about all my friends here. I have forgotten to write because I'm so sorry for it, because I haven't been able to do it um, because of my computer. It's the second thing I also have been doing here is that most of the people know I am very sad to live here. I am not happy. Um, and I would so much love to find another place where I can live in harmony with my kitties and, have my garden where I can sort of grow my food. The thing, and I think more is that here it is not so bad to live here. I mean, we are lucky. We are indeed lucky. Compared to other places in this world. And my heart is so with you all. I can see I have some that look at me. I'll say welcome for you. Um, I am glad to see you here, and I pray for your family, and I sincerely hope that God will help you through all this in a good spirit, and things will not never, maybe never go back to what we call normal, but at least, we are still breathing. We are here. And I think we should sit down sometimes and think about the revolution, but also think about, do I have a roof over my head? Yeah, I do. Then I am blessed. I know there's a lot of you that struggle, and I will send you my love, and I am really thinking about you, and sending prayers to you. I really are. Because times are strange. I hope you are finding the happiness in your crafting and are with your families. And please stay calm. I mean, every day for me can be a struggle, and it can be hard for me to go and find things that maybe have been, every day food. You could just, you name it, you could buy it. It's like, the problem is, I found an old book diary from my grandmother, and she wrote in it that she she was almost lost by dwelling in all the things that you suddenly was able to buy. And instead of, as she said, she was taught home how to make candles, how to make jams, how to make your own clothes, how to do a lot of things. But it is not necessarily because it went off and out because we were spoiled by, you can just go and buy it. Why make it? And that means that a lot of these old crafts and things that we actually survived on 50 years ago, 70 years ago, are lost. A lot of young people don't even know how to cook anymore, because why make a meal when you can go and buy a ready meal? You can just put in a microwave. Yeah, to make it easier. I don't know if I have any questions. I I don't know if my chat, have you asked me something, please, or just say hello. There is no one at my chat box. I don't know if it's working, but I hope so. If you like to make a comment, please do it. I have one here. Hello. Hello, Sonia. Oh, it is good to see you. Welcome, Sonia. Bless you. How are you doing? I hope you are safe. I really hope you are safe and your family is doing well. Here it is very quiet or not quiet. I live around Oh, thank you, Sonia. Thank you. Bless you. Yes, it is. You have to think about what we have lost by all the things that is around us. And it's times like these that we really need them. Your life is also very quiet. Oh, bless you for your family is fine. Yes, it is very quiet. You sit here and normally you have visitors. Normally you have people around you, and suddenly everything is quiet. And it is so easy to feel alone and lonely. And there is a very dangerous part of it because sometimes it can be a blessing to be alone, but it can be very, very um, heartbreaking to feel that you are lonely. But you also have to think about even amount a lot of people, you can actually feel lonely and alone. And I think that's why we need to think about the scriptures. And I know some people might not like Christian words, but I believe in it. And it is very healthy for us to have faith and something to believe into. And I might, lose something. And I am sometimes scared when new times arrive because it is not familiar to us. And sometimes we need to open up for new things and learn some new things that we might help us survive. Oh, I am so blessed to hear that. Yes, it truly helps us. It really does. And keep it in your heart. It is very important because without the faith, without the hope, we will all be lost. There is a story about how can a wife help her husband. She can learn how to make cheap meals and make meals last longer. I know this maybe sounds strange for a lot of young people. That is, why don't we just buy it? Yeah, it is only $2. Yeah, sometimes, I feel lost too, Sonia. A lot of time I feel lost. Yesterday, I had a long talk with my creator and, you know, with Jesus and God. And it's like, and every time I sense, these little words, have faith, it will be okay. I mean, I have been saving up food, a little food storage. I have a little savings, not many money, but I was thinking about as I talked about, yeah, it is only $2. It is only $3. It is only $6. Yeah, exactly, Sonia. Yeah, that's yeah. You usually the times you count. Yeah, it is these times. It is now we are going to count our blessings and get busy cleaning something. Yeah, I get busy cleaning too. I have really knocked out everything in my kitchen cabinets because I was thinking now it is time to make status how much food do I have stored that is still good and what have to be eaten before it's go bad. What can I store even longer? I have been, to relax, I start to make these tubes. I find all newspapers. I put my brain at work as Sonia, you said you started to cleaning. I started to cleaning and I went through all my books. My I have so many books and I started to vacuum all of them, dust them off and clear them out. And some books you have because you're recommending it, but you have actually never read it because when you open the book, you find out it is not your type of reading. Oh, yes, I love Homestead Tessie's channel. Yes, I follow her too, Sunny, because I can assure you she is amazing woman. Yeah. And you know what? As she also said, if $1 in 3 weeks you have $3, right? And sometimes you can go, as you also talked about when you are out shopping, and you see there is a good offer on meat or rice or anything cheap, beans. You buy two of them and then you put the one. It is very good and very effective to have. It is life important to have a pantry to to hard times. Even in the Bible, it also says that a mother and a wife will make sure that she has a family and she will save for poor times. And that is also what Tessie is teaching us. How to maintain our pantry, how to fill up our home with useful stuff. I have tried that. People tells me, why don't you just throw all that out? And I say, but yeah, but what if you don't have the money to buy it for? Why not just save the money and save the things that you know you have to use later on? You know what, Sanya? I live alone too, and I have my two little here, a little black girl, beautiful. Um, she is Luna, and in my bedroom, I have in another room, I have my old girl, um, Fiona. I'll just want to show how I look like, um, because I need to fetch here. Sometimes, when you live alone, you can feel lonely. And, that I know it can be hard to be alone or feel alone, but you're not alone because, and your brother lives next door. Yeah. Uh, mm, I don't have close friends next to me. Um, My son actually live very far away from me, um, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we can call each other, but you know what? We also have to consider that there will maybe be a day where we can't call each other. Um, what will happen then? Sorry, I just need to have something that is over here. Sometimes it can be, horrible. Is it horrible to be alive, alone, not alive? And some people actually say, I mean, people say it's horrible to be alive. There's actually people that really don't like to be alive. And I said, why not? And a lot of them is saying about how the world are turning. And I want to say something that is, you know what? Sometimes you have to think about you are the one that sort of, control your life. Don't let the commercial and the medias and all these bloggers and people out in the world decide how you shall live your life, because sadly this is how it has turned out. That is, people are want to control how you live, And in there's a lot of people that, you know, prefer to live with other people, even if it's in benefits of their mental health. And then I will agree with you, Sonia. It is much better to live alone because and keep your fur babies. I love doggies, but I have two kitties because I live in Copenhagen in an apartment, a very small apartment, and I think it is for too small place for doggies, but I can have, two kitties, and because of the space, and they actually don't like each other very much. They are both rescuing. Luna is about 4 years old. Take it or leave. Yeah, we're not sure. And then I have my beautiful old Fiona, and she is going to be 14. And I love them very much. They are my company. And I also keep saying that if you have your Bible, if you have your faith, you will never feel alone. Just keep faith. And in these times, it can really be difficult. Oh, bless you. You have your own small house, yeah, and you have a small yard. Can you gardening? I mean, I would really, as I said in the beginning, I would so much love to have my own little house with a small garden where I sort of is able to grow my own food and some greens. I know people are talking about, you know, micro micro gardening or something. I'm not so sure. Yeah, microgreen garden where you um plant in pots and little greenhouses. Um, yeah, you can do that, but I don't have. I mean, it will require some space and some light. Um, yeah. Oh, I am sorry. You love to garden. You know what, Sonia? You can make it in containers. I was thinking about that because I have a, problem with frozen shoulders. And I was thinking you could make like raised beds, because I wouldn't be able to, you know, lift up the ground and, tilt it around. It's too heavy. So I was actually thinking about, make some wooden frames and just fill it up with potting soil and simply put it in loose so you don't have to, a lot of the time the ground you live on is very hard and very uh, tough to tilt around. And I think it is also easier if you don't have to bend down, so it is a little bit raised up, and you can sort of fill it up with loose soil. I had a friend. She taught her dogs how to dig the garden, and she simply told the doggies to dig for potatoes, and they're sort of starting digging up all the soil, and the only thing she has to do was simply to sort of fill fill it up again, and that means the dog has actually loosened up all the soil in the ground. So it was very easy for her to sort of plant something because the dogs have sort of done the tilting of the ground. And I thought that was very clever of her. Um, yeah, to do that. Yeah, I think that is awesome. Yeah, you can do that. And she started to sort of, show them how to dig, and they're sort of starting to do it. And when they're sort of made a very big area, they're sort of dig up, she gave them a treat. And now she just has to tell them to dig for potatoes, and they're simply doing it. They are digging up the garden, and when they're done digging, she's simply taking, and cultivate it back with I don't know the name for it, but just flat it out, and then she can easily plant even potatoes, um, and different kind of greens in her garden. Um, yeah. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm making some different sizes of, just for the people who want to know what I'm actually doing. I'm making these paper rolls that I'm using for basket weaving. I am actually making baskets, and it's for my kitchen. I make these, as you can see. Um, these are for my new renovated kitchen. I am started because, as you said, my mind was, to keep my mind healthy and occupied. I sort of decided I want to simply redesign my kitchen because I can't afford a new kitchen. And that means I simply want to design something. And at the same time, I was thinking about reusing, as I talked about um, earlier, how people keep saying throwing out all your junk. But these times are not for throwing out. I mean, and when you are a creative or, crafting mind, you need to make your hands busy. And it's also said in the Bible, if you make your hands busy, it is very healthy for your brain when you sort of, make a product out of something that might end up in a landfill somewhere. Um, and you can actually, you have the joy of making it. And I think that's important, that you can go in your kitchen or where you put your things and say, you know what, I did that with my hands. Some people might not be as crafty, but small things are blessings. Um, Small things are really blessings. It doesn't have to be a fortune. You don't have to follow. I mean, who need 60 pair of shoes? I don't. I mean, I have pair of three pair shoes, only three, and I have three sets of winter clothes. I have three sets for autumn. I have three sets for summer, and I have about four knitted dresses. One in heavy wool, two in cotton. Just a minute. Ja, hallo. Hej, sir. Nej. Okay, ja. Jo. Ja, ja, det er jeg da. Så. Men du kommer omkring ved aftentid, så ja. Mm. Sorry for that. It was a friend calling. But yeah. I just lost some of them here. I just, sometimes you have to I don't know what people are thinking about, but I am trying to sort of stay alive. Also mentally, I think it's very important to stay alive. Because you need to sort of keep your hands busy, or you need to challenge yourself intellectually, because otherwise you will die. I mean, emotionally. And I have been used to have a very, very materialistic. I mean, you can just go and buy whatever you need, but I can't do that anymore. Now I am retired. You can't do that. And you can't just go out there and find a job anymore. And we do unfortunately live in a world where there are people that demanding money of you just to exist on a earth that we actually was given for free to take care of as a caretaker. But there are people out there that demand that you're not even allowed to walk on the earth without paying money. And then they're saying you have to be having a job so you can make money for the rich, for the government. Yeah, um, on that point, I'm a little lost. I have to say, um, I don't get it. And maybe that's why I also prefer to be alone in the company of my animals and my kitties, because I really don't understand this world. And later on, I found in the Bible that I should be careful not to try to analyze this world because it is not a healthy world. And I just need to keep having faith and, learn how to. And, I can highly recommend you all to go and check out Tessie, Homestead Tessie's. I mean, she is the most amazing woman that has a channel here. I can highly recommend her because you can learn so much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bless you. Me too, Sonia. It's the same here. Yeah, I do the same. I mean, I can't. Yeah. Oh, I am blessed by it. Yes, I have also followed Tessie for years now, and I was so happy that I found her, and people actually told me about her. And I also follow, I don't know if you know Rain Country with Heidi Rain. Um, she is also a very wonderful, frugal woman, and she is also one of these people that teach you and said, I need to go back to how to make my own detergent for dishes and cleaning. Tried her. Yeah, Rain Country. And she makes soap and she's canning and she's telling you about. She was actually the one that recommended long time ago that people should start to follow Homestead Tessie because she has even made her uh, a skirt, um, a frontier skirt in patchwork. Um, and it's very nice to see that a lot of these people, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thinking about, because I have seen a lot of people that, she's using in America. You're using a lot of pressure canning, and I have tried to see, but I can't find them here in Denmark. I can't find them. Can I ask you, Sonia, where you are from? Where in this world are you? As I said, I am in Denmark, in Copenhagen city. Yeah, and the ghetto. You are in West Texas, USA. Oh, in the dry desert. Wow. That is very dry. West Texas. Yeah, I have another very dear friend to me, Tita Kathleen. She is also living in Texas, but I am not. I think it's about mid Texas. But whenever I talk with her, you live in an off-field city. Okay, so there's actually a city in the desert. Yeah. Do you have close to neighbors or is it straight? Yeah, she lives in Central Texas. Yes, she does. You know her, Kathleen, Tita, my Tita, sweet Tita. And I'm so sorry, Tita, if you are re-seeing this. I have forgot to contact you for a long time. Everything has just been so busy for me. And oh, it's about 100. Okay, so it's a small city. Yeah. It's a small one. Yeah. I think it's the same amount of people that live here in Copenhagen. Be more people here in Copenhagen. I'm not too sure. But I live very close to people, and every day there are people. Young people don't know how to take, you know, show. I mean, distance, or they're playing loud music and they don't care. I mean, they don't care at all. It's all about them all the time, and it's horrible. Hvad siger du? Hvad? Hvem snakker du med, Luna? Hvem snakker du med, skat? Hvad? Hmm. About 632,000 in Copenhagen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I didn't know that. We are about, yeah. But I was thinking about this area I live into is Nørrebro. I live in Nørrebro. Yeah. All the time. It's the same here. It's really the same here. Yeah. Yeah. Loud music, loud cars. Yeah. Hvad siger du, Luna? Hvad siger du, Luna? Hvad? Hvor er du henne? Oh, yeah. You know what? I think it's like you're older you get, you're more sensitive. And people say it's because you're getting more and more sensitive. And I said, no way, it's simply because young people today don't learn how to, show. I mean, I don't know the word for it, but you know, do you have loud music in your car? Um, yeah, yeah. I don't even have. I actually, thought about getting no loud music in your car. Okay, that's a good thing because that is one of the things by living here is that I live next to a main street, and that means cars, young people are parking the cars right next to my building. I can actually see a tall building on the other side, and they're parking the car with very loud music into it. Um, so yeah. Okay, you play guitar and music very loudly. Oh, that's okay. I have one downstairs. He's playing the piano. Yeah, I love music, but you don't do it in the middle of the night, are you? No. So I don't know, but I need a cup of coffee, and I hope it's okay. You can stay with me. I just need a refill of my coffee. So I hope it's okay. Oh, that's okay, Sonia. Just tell them you are alive. Vad sa? Snackar du med fåglar? Ja, du snackar fåglar. Var är Claudia? Hon är där skit. Vi didn't pick up a tail with you. Mm. I don't know if I just, yeah. Okay. Mm. I had three lovely people here. Um, I can see I'm one of them, but that's okay. I know it has been a while before I have made a live stream, but it is strange times. We are busy. Um, things are not always as glamorous. I think people are. I don't know what to say about things. Yeah, sometimes you're lost. Yeah, yeah. What have you all been up to here? I think it's like, yeah, it's sometimes you sit down and you wonder if it's worth it. Of course it is. I mean, you just have to be like, take it easy, have faith in what's coming up, have faith in that you can deal with it, and that's what I'm trying to do, and say, you know what, some things can't be changed. There's sometimes you have to say to yourself, I can't change that thing. I am also one of these persons that I don't forgive people that have hurt me, and I can never forget them. I can't forget what they have done to me, and I refuse to forgive. And for some, it might say you have to forgive, and it's God given to forgive give people. No, no, not in my world. I can't forgive people if they have done me wrong. But I just want to say that I let it go. And there's a difference by forgiving and letting go. And I think it is very important that you can actually letting go of things. Sometimes you have to let things go, and to get an inner peace with yourself, you really need to tell yourself, I can't change it. And you know what, a lot of people talking about what happened to to them in the past, but yes, but and they might did something in the past that is not good, But you know what? You can't change the past. You have to sort of let it go and start on afresh. The next thing is that sometimes, I can be angry about people that keep reminding people about remember what you did 20 years ago. Let it go. It happened 20 years ago. And you keep dragging that person down. And this person is trying to come back in life, right? And you keep dragging them down, or the society does. Because when the government or a person just stamp you on your back, you know what? They have already judged you. But it is not for us to judge. It is really not for us to judge. It's the good Lord's. Yeah. Not humans. Not us. That's what it is all about. I mean, no. Because even if that person, I keep saying that I have some people that really did me evil, and I keep saying I will never forgive you for what you did to me. I will never forgive you. But I have let it pass because I can't change what they have done to me. And they can't either. But that also means that I am in my good rights to say, you know what? Stay away from my life. I don't want you in my life. I don't need you in my life. And sometimes you really have to clean out in your past to get a future. And that means you have to remove toxic people, things that remind you of these toxic people that you have been around. I don't know if you are back now, Sonia, but your neighbors has never complained about you, and you don't complain about. You know what? That is exactly what I also do. I mean, I accept that we are a lot of people. I accept it, and I don't complain about people making noise because I know maybe I mean, if I can hear my neighbors, I wonder if they can't hear me. Of course, they can hear me. And that's how it is in this world. I think I will stay on until Sonia will. She said she will be back soon. Um, hopefully, because I need to get some things done too. Um, and I just had a call that went wrong, and things are not always as glorious as we want them to be. Um, but that's how it. I mean, life is life. But again, you have to let your past go. Don't dwell about what happened yesterday. Instead, you have to joyfully think about tomorrow. And don't worry about tomorrow. Concentrate about what happened in the now. On the day you are getting out of bed, don't worry about 2 weeks ahead. And you know what? People are really, because of all this that happened now, are so concerned about the future. Yes, we have to be concerned about the future, but don't ruin your life now by concerning about the future. Embrace it and say, okay, what can I do to stay safe? What can I do for preventing my family to starve? If you're lucky, you have listened to Homestead Tessie and how she has built up a pantry. There is might be few things you can get, and maybe you can get what you normally eat. I can't afford all that expensive food. I can't afford it. So I don't long for it. Instead, I save for it. I mean, once a week, I treat myself with some extra. Then I make my hammock bread. Hanok, it's Hanok bread. And I make them out of different flours. And I eat them for my supper. And there are little pan baked breads. My friends actually, when they see them, call them American. You ordered something special in about once a month. Oh, that is wonderful, Sonia. Yeah, you know what? That's also what I do. Spoil yourself once a month, or if you can afford it, do it twice a month, because then you have something. I can remember as a child, and when my grandmother told me about my great grandmother, how about everything was rationated and you couldn't get anything, and you simply, you had only what you can get. It's like amazing, right? How you can appreciate something delicious, or as you did there, Sonia, order something special for you. I mean, give yourself a special treat. And for the one that gave me a thumbs up and like, thank you very much. It is very appreciated. I thank you. Um, and what I'm also explaining it is appreciate what you have instead of dreaming about what you don't have, because in the end, I think it's the good Lord that makes sure that you will get it. Have faith in that you will have what you need. You don't have to, I mean, wish for luxurious things because it will come to you the day you least expect it. And suddenly you might have a month where you get the opportunity to get something very special. And that's what I appreciate. That is that I can, allow myself a glorious treat once in a while. And I am now saving because I would really like to see to the mountains. And I have also promised my dear friend Tita that I will visit Texas. So I am saving for a trip to Texas when all this is, over. I will see if I cannot have a small holiday in Texas with my friend, dear friend Tita in Texas. I would so much love that. But as the things are now, it is not possible. But you know what? One day it will happen that I will come to her place and I will give her a big hug. And I think that's what's keeping me in a good spirit because I know I will meet my friends one day. And I think it's important that we do it. You can stretch a lot of things by doing things. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so sad to hear that. It is now. Oh my God. I'm sending blessing and prayers for my friend, and I hope her family and her are safe. My dear Tita, I tried calling her, but I think she's busy. And I know that is also why I hold back by calling people because I know that you have a lot of things on your mind, and there's a lot of things that going around now, and now you're telling me that, oh, it is so horrible. Yeah, I have felt lucky because I have had enough, in my pantry because I also, you know, have storage for my kitties, for my fur babies. So it is a minimal. I am out and go out and I have to shop. And most of the stores are closed up here too. And she is starting to open up, but I think it is way too soon. And I really feel in my heart with you that it is getting worse and worse. It is really I feel sorry. Sending you blessing and prayers, Sonia. Oh my goodness, yeah. But we also need, Sonia, to have faith in that everything is going to be okay. It will pass. It will pass one day. I mean, we have to think about it and keep that in mind. We just need to have faith in what's going on. But one day I will. I hope I will. Even if I have to vote. But hopefully it cannot last forever. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Sanya. There will be a time where they will find a cure for it on a healthy way. I think God will open up, and suddenly it when he thinks the time is right, he will reveal their combination of a vaccine. Yeah, me too, Sanya. Bless your heart. Yeah, I also just stay home. I do what I'm told. Stay home, stay safe. And, it's like if people just would listen and stay home and do as they are told to do. And even in the Bible, it says there will be close the door. And me too. And you know what? That's why I sort of started to rearrange my entire apartment. I mean, I can recycle everything and yeah, keep myself busy. Make some more baskets. Make some, yeah. And once in a while, I have sort of, as you did, ordered myself some luxury items and, spoil myself and keeping myself busy. I have a lot of wonderful audio books that I listen to. Well, where I'm doing crafting, it's so nice to have something in your hands. So, yeah. So I think I'll make the last one here. And then I need to get busy again. And you know what? Sometimes, people are saying the worst enemy you actually have is your own mind if you don't keep yourself busy. And sometimes you need to sort of thinking about uh, not overthinking because sometimes you can over analyze everything in your mind and that is not healthy for you to keep dwelling about things you cannot change. And that is why you need to just let it go and keep yourself busy at home. And I'm so sure that I mean, it is possible. Um, Even sometimes I would say it can, yeah. And sometimes you just need to sit down and just relax. I can see I have, because of the weather here. Sonia, how did it went with the storm? When I talked with Tita, Kathleen, she told me there was a nasty storm 2 days ago hitting Texas. I hope you all went safe through that. I really pray for it. I haven't been able to contact Tita, but I hope they all went around you. Okay, so but you were safe. There's no such things as, it hasn't destroyed too much. Hopefully not. Here it's raining. No dangers. Okay. God bless. Thanks God. I hope that Sita went well too. Yeah. So I am glad to hear there was no danger around you. So that's a blessing. That's really a blessing. But I can see my internet is keep telling me that YouTube is telling me that my signals are sort of wearing out, is very unstable. It's say because it is raining here, and I have noticed that every time it's raining here in Denmark, more, and not because it's so unusual, but they have actually promised us in the weather news that we should have thunderstorms. So it is has this very, I don't know if it is strange heat, you know, dim heat, lumber, we call it, moist, warm, horrible. Whenever you go out, you're sweating. Um, I have open windows now, and when I sort of get near to it, I can feel this nasty heat. And so that's why I am so grateful that I can stay home and I don't need anything. So that's a blessing for me. Yes. And I will thank you now for joining me. It is about, and thank you for the second thumbs up. I appreciate it. And I am also grateful for the peeps I have. Oh, it's only 32 cells. Okay, so it's not bad with you. I'm glad to hear that. It can be, it really can't be bad here. It is really really horrible. I mean, also because we are not used to it here in the Nordic country. So, and for people, what do I need these for? I want to quick show you. I want to quick show. Is what I these for. I can show you. I was running out of these. Sorry for that, but this is what I need these for here. This that direction here. That direction. What I'm actually doing now, this has to be for fruit baskets or one of my, I call them my charity baskets for the homeless or for young mothers. Then I simply, what I'm actually doing is making them a little bigger. As you can see, what I'm trying to do, it has to be around like that. I need to get it a little out. Then I simply make handle to it, and I fill it up with or baby things, make a little acknowledgement and give it out. This is going to be filled with young mothers. So with some baby things, a little money, but I have given up of doing that. And it's because people are, I don't know what's wrong with people, but when I try to send them something, they keep saying they're not arriving and want the money back. No. So I don't sell anything anymore. Not on my computer. It is all done. I think it's better for me to go out and sell my homeless paper to raise money for charity, as I normally do, or I sit and make feminine napkins and share them out. I just was so lucky that I actually have an article in women's magazines. I will show it to you later. Yeah. So that's how it is. You know what? I think I will say thank you and bless you for the two people and for the one that just popped in. And I will hope and pray, and hopefully now I'm back online, even if it keeps saying that my internet is not stable, but I hope I can come back later on and not in so long time. And I can show you a little more of my crafting here. So that's what I'm hoping to do. Thank you, and likewise, Sonia, for you being here. And I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you again. And as you can see, this is the basket project. This is the craft, and we had Hugo. Oh, I will enjoy that, Sonia, on Saturday or Sunday. I will see if I can find you on my on your channel, and then I will of course be there. Let me see if I can find your channel. I can't do that. Why can't I do that anymore? Okay, you can't do that anymore. I will be there if I'll find you. And thank you for joining me, and I'll pray for you, and I look forward to see it. I just need to consider that the time difference between us. Here it is almost 9:30 evening, so I need to get some stuff done and ready. So bye. Love you. See you soon. And thank you for joining me. Love you all. God bless and stay safe.